Greetings once again. We are continuing our exploration of the Bible. We're looking at the moment at the period of the exile in Babylon, from there until their return to Jerusalem at the end of the exile. And at the moment, on day 122, we are continuing to look at Ezekiel and his wonderful vision of God coming to the exiles. I'm reading now from Ezekiel chapter 11, part of verse 1, part of verse 2, and then verses 22 to 25. God's Spirit had picked me up and taken me to the eastern gate of the temple. God spoke to me. Finally, I saw the beings starting to fly, and with them the wheels. Over the top, I saw the dazzling light of the presence of Israel's God. The dazzling light departed from the city and moved over the mountain to the east. This was a vision in which I was lifted up by God's Spirit and brought back to the exiles in Babylonia. Then the vision faded out, and I told the exiles everything that Yahweh had revealed to me. Here, Ezekiel admits that he is having a spiritual experience, a vision, which would seem to exclude other explanations, such as prehistoric UFOs and near-death experiences. What he has seen in his vision was a symbolic act. The language is a little unclear, but if we look at chapter 10, verses 11 and 12, it appears that the cherubim that sat on the Ark of the Covenant, which symbolized God's throne, God's presence in the Holy of Holies, those cherubim had become animated and had taken burning coals from the fire altar where burnt offerings used to be made, and cast them out over the city of Jerusalem. This was the vision that Ezekiel took back to Babylonia to tell the Jews about. This vision says to them that they've got to stop blaming the Babylonians for the destruction of Jerusalem. It was God's will that Jerusalem should be destroyed. But that was not to be the end. First, God wanted them to know that he was not stuck in that ruined temple. In chapter 11, verse 16, he says, "Tell your fellow Israelites that it was me. I sent them off to live in far-off lands, and for now I will be with them wherever they've gone." And then he gave them a future. Chapter 11, verse 17. "I mean to gather them up from every country where I scattered them. They will get rid of any disgusting, filthy idols they find. I'll give them a new heart and a new mind. I'll take away their heart of stone and give them an obedient heart. They will be my people, and I'll be their God." So there, in far-off Babylon, nearly 600 years before Jesus and 2,600 years before us, Ezekiel was talking about a new covenant. Wonderful. When they were finally allowed back to Judah, what they rebuilt was sadly not that new covenant, but the old one, with sharper teeth, as we shall see. Tomorrow we shall look at that new covenant which God was offering to the Jews through their new prophet Ezekiel, and which only bears significant fruit when Jesus comes 6 centuries later. See you tomorrow.